Hi guys, happy Monday. So today we are going to be moving on to lesson 4, and this is going to be broken into two parts. For today's lesson, you're going to listen to a new text called Rain School, and it's going to be read aloud. You will also be determining the story's central message or lesson. You will need a pencil, your workbook, and you will turn to the workbook page that says Reading for Gist and Recounting the Story, Rain School. I believe this should be page 5 in your workbook. Page 5 in your workbook. Our learning targets for today are I can determine the gist of Rain School. Remember, gist is what the story is mostly about. And I can identify the central message, lesson, or moral of Rain School. And that's just the big takeaway that the author wants you to remember. So our story today is set in Chad, but Ms. Reed, where's Chad? So if we look on our map, Chad, so we are here in Charlotte. We're right here in Charlotte. If we look from Chad, Chad is going to be over here in the continent of Africa. It is a country in Africa. So we're going to be traveling southeast to get to Chad today for our story. So I'm going to be reading aloud your story for Rain School, along with the pictures in the text on the screen for you. In the country of Chad, it is the first day of school. The dry dirt road is filling up with children. Big brothers and big sisters are leading the way. Thomas arrives at the school. There are no classrooms. There are no desks. Oops. Thomas arrives at the schoolyard, but there are no classrooms. There are no desks. It doesn't matter. There is a teacher. We will build our school, she says. This is the first lesson. Thomas learns to make mud bricks and dry them in the sun. He learns to build mud walls and mud desks. He gathers grass and saplings with the other children, and they make a roof. Inside, it is cool. It smells of the earth. It smells of the fields ready for planting. Thomas helps bring in the little wooden stools. Everyone sits down. This is the moment they have been waiting for. The teacher brings in a blackboard. On it, she writes a letter A. A, says the teacher. A, says Thomas with the other children. The teacher writes the letter with big strokes in the air. The students do the same over and over. Wonderful, says the teacher. She hands out notebooks and pencils. Page 1, says the teacher. Thomas opens his notebook. Opens his notebook to the first page and holds his pencil ready and waiting. Now write the letter A. Beautiful, says the teacher as she looks at the student's work. Every day Thomas learns something new. Every day the teacher cheers him and the other children on. Excellent job, she says. Perfect, my learning friends. The 9 months of the school year fly by. The last day has come. The students' minds are fat with knowledge. Their notebooks are rumpled from learning. Thomas and the other children call out, "Thank you, teacher." She smiles and says, "Well done, my hardworking friends. See you next year." Thomas and the other children race home. The school is empty, and just in time. The big rains have started. The drops come down hard and fast. Strong winds tear at the grass roof. The rain finds its way inside. The school's mud walls are soaked and start to slump. The mud desks too. Slowly, the school disappears until there's almost nothing left. It doesn't matter. The letters have been learned and the knowledge taken away by the children. Come September, school will start over. Thomas will be a big brother then, leading the children on their first day to school. They will all stand in front of their smiling teachers, ready to build their school again. So I want you to pause and think about what the story made you think about. The story made me think about books and school, libraries, and kids reading and learning. So what I want you to do is I want you to pause here and I want you to set a timer for 15 minutes. 15 minutes. And I want you to go back into our story and I want you to fill out the gist and recounting the story note catcher or graphic organizer here. And I just want you to do this first part on your own. I want you to tell me the somebody. I want you to tell me our setting. I want to know what they wanted. Tell me what their challenge was and tell me how they overcame that challenge. So I want you to take 15 minutes and I want you to do this part right here. Look back in the book, in our video on here, and look for your information. Look for those things that are going to be your answers here. And also take a look back at the graphic organizer we did last week if you get a little confused and you don't remember what to do. Remember to be a close reader with this. So that means just read small chunks of the text slowly and think about the gist. Remember, that's what the text is mostly about. All right, so go ahead, go and do the first part of this, these 5 blocks right here, and we'll talk soon.